High tech stuff, man.
It's pretty high tech shit.
Yeah, I can't believe it. It takes you like what you said, like to dub one of these over.
It depends. The last one I did with Christina and Molly, that took a while.
Yeah. Why was that like different than the previous?
Yeah,
ones?
because I used the digital camera, which it only records 7-second clips or 7-minute clips. I'm sorry. So for every 7-minute clip, I had to match that audio. Here, when I'm shooting with the iPhone, it's just 1 hour and a half long clip.
It's just
with an hour long audio. So all you have to do is one match, and then it's good. So instead of one, I had to do like 10, and then add titles and then cuts. So we don't have anybody on the couch tonight besides a blanket and a jacket. I don't have to.
That's a good guess. He won't interrupt us at all.
Yeah.
Are we going? Or this is?
Yeah. I mean, I think we've started.
Okay.
I don't even know what episode we're on, JoJo.
I don't even know.
You know?
Yeah, there's no.
I think like 18 or 19.
Yeah, I think 18 or 19.
I was here at maybe 4. I want to say
4 in the Brian and Joey show.
Quattro?
Wow, dude! I did one back in.
We did one like last February.
Yeah,
maybe?
that was a while back. That might be on like a VHS or something.
What do you got on your Red Bull there? Is that Pac-Man?
A Pac-Man, yeah.
Why?
I didn't know. I actually accidentally grabbed the sugar-free one.
Oh,
what's the big deal about this? I don't understand that.
I don't know why people are
sugar. It's not good, man.
I mean, I agree, but
I like it though.
But people swear by the sugar-free ones, but it's
not sugar-free.
No, this one isn't.
Oh, okay.
So what? You grabbed one out of the cooler? Did you pay for it?
Yeah, they're expensive though, dude. That was like $3.50
for that.
I feel like a cup of coffee does a lot more than a Red Bull. I'll drink this and I'll be asleep within the next hour.
I love Red Bull.
If I wanted to.
I feel you on that. I'm with JoJo though. I love Red Bull too, man.
Love
it. Tastes
love it.
So
Big
good.
Red Bull
It
fan?
is. It's so good, man. It's so good. Once it hits the lips, it's so good.
I don't even know what it's like. Like black licorice. I've heard somebody describe it as
Red
the flavor.
Bull? Ew, dude.
Have you never had one?
Black licorice or Red Bull?
A Red Bull.
Red Bull. Oh yeah, of course.
Does it taste like black licorice?
I've never had black licorice.
No. Black licorice sucks, dude. You know what tastes like black licorice? Fucking Sambuca. No good.
Sambuca does taste like black licorice.
Okay. Gross. It's disgusting, dog.
Yeah, but I mean, there's other benefits of
Sambuca.
I mean, you eat black licorice.
Nothing.
That's all you got on the table. Sambuca. It's like that sucked, but I'm gonna take one more because I guess my night's gonna get better if I just keep doing this.
Right.
I drank Sambuca a lot when I was. You gotta stop chewing that gum, bro. I can hear it.
Is it?
Yeah, it's killing me, dude.
I
tried to Dave Letterman you before, but
it's killing me. I didn't know that was a thing with Letterman. So he doesn't let people. When you go on a show, you have to wear a suit.
Well,
I think like
I don't think Jay-Z wore a suit. Did he?
Maybe if you're a performer, you have to.
Joaquin Phoenix, I believe, wore a suit even when he went cuckoo.
But he wasn't there, in person. He wasn't there mentally, I don't think.
But he did make him spit his gum out.
He did,
and then he put it under the table
on the live on the show.
Yeah, you got to see that. You haven't seen that?
He was what do you call it?
It was actually a hoax. It was actually fake.
What do you call it when you're promoting? He was promoting a movie, and that was like his character, and he was doing the old method acting. I'm taking a method acting course now, actually.
But Dave didn't know, so Dave thought he was really Joaquin Phoenix, batshit crazy, when he was really just playing a character.
We talked about this before. He like posed as like a homeless guy or something like that. Or
He appeared to be homeless. Yeah.
Yeah, he was supposed to be this like very space cadet type.
Have
guy.
we talked about this before?
Yeah, me
on the cast.
Yeah, I believe so. I believe so. It might even been with you.
Oh yeah, because we were talking about the Joker, weren't we? And then we started talking about that. It may or may not have been with you.
Might have been Johnny Mac.
Maybe it was with
Johnny Mac.
Johnny Mackerel.
Did you?
Yeah,
I haven't seen him in a while. So what's going on with these classes you're taking?
Yeah, dude. I mean, ever since I've been on the Brian and Joey show, my life has changed for the better.
Really?
For the better.
Most people say that same thing, but for the worse.
Because
I don't know, dude. I don't know.
You're talking about the acting classes,
dude. Acting classes, doing some stand up. There's finally some rubber to the ground. I'm not saying there's traction, but the car's not in idling anymore.
That's good, man.
Like we're doing a good 5 miles an hour.
That's good. I feel like we're all at a point right now where a couple things are going on.
Everyone is doing, at least taking those first steps into their creative outlets.
So now, so you did I watched your first ever, I guess, stand-up set. We would call that, right?
Dude, if that was that's pretty fucking good for a first ever.
Yeah, dude. Well, like I was telling you,
not that I thought you were gonna bomb, but most people do.
No, and again, like I wouldn't say it's anything great, but I was writing, I would write comedy back when I was like, I would say almost 19.
Yeah.
But just never one had the initiative, and then two just always, wound up just partying instead of like actually trying to actually do something productive to do something.
Right.
So it was nice to actually have like 5+ years of material. I still have the notebook. So.
You kept it all?
Oh yeah. It was always
that's a feat in itself.
Yeah, it was always a matter of like, I'm gonna do it. It's just like when is this going to occur?
That's actually very impressive.
The fact that I haven't lost that notebook is crazy. I still actually haven't lost my iPod. What do you call that? The shuffle, maybe. I have that too. That's been around since like 2006.
I mean, that to me is worthless.
Well, no, yeah,
the Nano.
The Nano, maybe.
Any iPod's worthless now. What's the point of, like, who's going to carry around 2 separate devices?
Well, no, I don't use it. I'm just saying it's kind of cool that like I've had this since sophomore year of high school.
I have a Game Boy. I have a Game Boy in my room, actually.
Did you?
Yeah. So when I moved in here, my mom was like giving me all the shit that she's had at her house that she's been waiting for my life to settle down to give me. Okay. One of them was my high school diploma. The other was a Game Boy.
She kept your diploma.
My
dad just found an original Game Boy still in the box in the attic.
Really? That might actually be worth something.
That might be.
Oh.
You're talking about the big gray one with the purple buttons?
Big? Is it big?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think I got one in there.
Actually, I didn't even see it. He just told me about it.
Huh.
And he found a bunch of Cabbage Patch, which I'm pretty sure those are worth some money too, depending on what kind of weirdo you find on the internet.
I have baseball cards that are worth a lot of money, but
he's got a lot of those too.
They may not be worth that much money.
You don't think so? You know what I was big into in this? I don't know why. It makes me like feel weird that I was into this, but I was a big Beanie Baby collector.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, but that was big for 90s kids.
Yeah, that was huge.
But like looking back on it, it's like, why did I care about this stuffed?
Why did you? Yeah,
stuffed owl.
Because we were conditioned. We were taught what was cool and what was not.
So it's not my fault, is what you're saying.
No,
all right, because I don't want to take any blame for that.
It's the government's fault.
All right, good.
You know the Beanie Baby duck?
The duck?
The duck. His name's Drake.
Drake the duck?
Drizzy?
Yeah, Drizzy Drake.
One take Drake?
We have the same birthday.
See, that was always big. You always had to find the Beanie Baby that had the same birthday as you.
Could you imagine being the person who got paid to make up the birthday and the little like bio of the Beanie Baby? How much they got?
That would have been a good job. I would have appreciated having that type of job.
Yeah, it was probably somebody real weird.
I would have been, my name is Max the Beagle, and
I like chew toys and walks in the park.
I like fall weathers and flannels. My birthday's in November.
Yeah.
It was either one of two things. It was some intern that they had doing it, or somebody was getting paid an obscene amount of money for it.
You think that was a bottom of the rung ladder job? I mean, the guy that gets the coffee is the guy that makes the tags.
That's what I'm saying. Probably not. But
I would think that would be that's
a pretty important job.
That's like
putting a print on.
That's 50%
final
of the baby.
Product.
Could you imagine,
the baby of Bean.
Like getting introduced to your girlfriend's like parents. They're like, yeah, Brian, so what do you do? Well, have you ever seen a Beanie Baby? I write those bios.
You know Hector the Hedgehog? Well, I know him pretty well. He's only alive because of me.
Yeah, Beanie Babies were a weird thing. The other things that were weird were those, I think they're called Tamagotchi or
Tamagotchis.
Remember that? It looked like a little egg?
Oh, yeah.
You hatched the kid. Or hatched the pet.
Those were huge, bro. Fucking
I could never keep them alive.
No,
nor do I think I didn't try.
I couldn't keep shit alive.
Yeah.
What about a Furby? Remember Furbies?
They were fucking
Furbies.
Weird. Furbies were crazy.
Very weird.
That was a bad thing.
Yeah, there was some weird shit that came out like late 90s, early 2000s. The other things that were really funny were those like they were like little digital, they were like little short MP3 files on a player, and you like plugged them in, but it was only like a minute clip of a song. But you bought them, you had all these little.
What the fuck was that shit called?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I never had one, but I sure know what you're talking about.
My cousin had one, and I remember thinking it was dumb at the time.
And this was like actual musicians. Right? It was like
it'd be like a Britney Spears or like an NSYNC song, but it was like a weird little player, and you slid. It was like a cartridge, kind of like a Game Boy game. And you'd slide it in, and you would hear it, and it'd be like a clip of the song.
Right.
It'd be like the hook and like a verse or something like that.
Yeah.
Which is wild.
Yeah.
Of how far.
The point of that, right?
Yeah, but it was like in this weird period between
CD players and MP3
yeah, CD
players
and MP3 players. It was like very short lived.
You remember your first MP3 player? Do you remember your playlist?
MP3 player. Is that like
iPod?
It's like right before the iPod.
Oh, okay. I don't think I had one. I had the Walkman.
Okay.
I was big on burning CDs. I was a big CD burner.
What was your favorite CD around that time?
Oh boy. I think my first CD was do you know Sammy?
Sammy?
The little black kid?
No. Is he famous? Is that his? You know Sammy? Is he just this guy that lives up the block?
Was little black kid not detailed enough?
Yeah. Was he just some kid in your neighborhood that like burned mixtapes?
He might have been. I think this was my cousin or something. I don't know who it was. Yeah.
You got a black cousin.
Marshawn Lynch. Yeah. But
Sammy. Okay.
So yeah,
tell me more about this guy.
Look him up, dude. He was,
Sammy?
I don't remember. I just remember he had some hits. He had like he was like that very
name one song,
Who the
Lynch.
fuck is this guy, man? Fucking Sammy. I've heard of everybody.
Sammy's and Beanie Babies, dude. I was a monster in the 90s.
Was he like a little Romeo guy?
Yeah, he was like little Bow Wow was hood compared to Sammy. You know, like you want to bring Sammy over to meet your parents.
Really?
If like little Bow Wow was like more edgy.
All right.
He was like the Justin Bieber of the late 90s.
I gotta look
or
this guy up.
if he didn't get to that stardom, I wish he did because I was a fan.
Well, realistically, if we're if we're going by statistics here, he's probably a crackhead and fucking a train wreck by now.
Dude, I hate that stuff. Like when they say, like when I look on things on the internet, it's like, look at where the cast of The Sandlot is now. I don't click on it just because.
You don't.
I want the images that I have of those people. Like when I heard Goldberg from the Mighty Ducks got arrested for like meth possession.
Really?
Yeah. I think I just sat in the shower and cried for 2 days.
The main kid from Sandlot, I forget his name. The main kid from Sandlot. He's still
Tom something.
Yeah,
he was in Lassie.
He's still. You know what else he was in? Mystic River.
Are you talking about the Spanish kid?
No,
or the other kid?
Not Benny.
Smalls.
Yeah.
Okay.
Smalls. Yeah.
And he was in a bunch of movies too after Sandlot.
Yeah, but you know what's weird? They had like a Sandlot reunion where they took a picture not too long ago. Might have been close to a year ago now.
See, I didn't look at that.
You didn't look at it?
Don't want to know.
Why not? It's just a reunion picture. They all got together, had a catch.
Still make me upset.
But it was whatever, man. It was everybody besides
It took me a
Benny.
second. Where's Benny at? Probably in jail.
I don't
See,
know.
that's the thing. You look at these pictures and you start asking questions, and
Yeah, you don't want
I
to
don't
know.
know. It's
he fucked his life up. Smalls fucked his life up. He's not doing hot.
No.
I think he.
I mean,
I
he
think
might
at
be-
a certain point, I think he's doing all right now because I do know about Smalls.
Okay.
So what's the
But,
deal with Smalls?
He got into a DUI or
Yeah, I think he did
beat
have some
somebody.
run-ins or things like that.
really?
He had a couple roles where he played a fucking psychopath. Like Mystic River, he was I wouldn't say a psychopath, but that was definitely a dark role, man. A lot of people go into these roles and then they lose sight of who they are as a person.
Is that
the Joker.
Is that gonna happen to you, Lynch?
He
With this method acting?
Get into
that's
a
what
role?
happens, dude.
I don't know.
Method acting.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Think about the people that fucking lose their minds like that.
To be honest with you, I always thought that method acting was a bunch of bullshit. And then like when I heard the Heath Ledger thing, I was like young, you know what I mean? I was like, he's just like fucked up on drugs or something. But after like getting a little older, a little wiser, that's some crazy shit you can do to be like a method actor. I cannot act at all.
He lived in like a motel
dude.
for like 3 months.
Yeah.
It's some dedication.
To prepare for the role. Adrian Brody, who like won an Oscar
great.
for the pianist.
The Pianist.
Am I saying that right?
You know what I like?
That's a tricky word.
The Summer of Sam. Seen that one?
Summer of Sam. Is that an Adrian
That's
Brody
a great
movie?
movie.
Yeah.
It's
Adrian
older, right?
Brody.
You're talking about
His
plays-
nose is bonkers.
Yeah.
When was that released? Probably like the 90s?
I would say
Early 90s?
I would say 98, 99, maybe 2000.
What's this?
The Summer of Sam. It's
The
about the
Summer of
son of
Sam.
Sam, but
I think I watched it.
They called it The Summer of Sam. I can't believe you've never seen that. It's a good movie, man.
Is it like it sounds like a drama? Sounds like shit goes down.
It's kind of like a thriller crime drama.
You've seen it,
yeah.
Yeah.
It incorporates a little bit of comedy, but like dark comedy. You know what I mean? But it's Adrian Brody. It's I can't remember that girl's name. I want to say it's not Eva Mendes or Eva Longoria, but it's somebody.
Suzanne Summers.
They remind me of that. No, dude. And who else? The main guy, John.
John Lovitz?
No, John Leguizamo. He's great.
Okay.
Check that out.
That's on my to watch list. Then.
Check that out, dude. That's a great
Summer
movie.
of Sam.
Great
what was the movie you always try to get me to watch?
Oh, I still have yet to watch that. Too.
Oh my god, dude! All right,
so everybody give you shit for it. What was it?
All right. First off, buy a CD of Sammy. I'm sure you could get them cheap on iTunes. It has to be. And then you got to watch State of Grace. State of Grace.
Well,
oh my god!
When you used to tell me about it, it does have a pretty good cast.
Yeah,
but then when I'm a ratings guy. I'm a I'm a Rotten Tomato.
Really?
Read the description before you watch
it. The problem which kind of screwed that up is that this movie came out the same year as Goodfellas came out.
Okay.
So, and obviously Goodfellas is where is it? There it is.
Yeah, Goodfellas is one of those movies, man. It's just like
so it kind of got overshadowed by it, but I think it's still got a pretty decent. Review on those rights. Dude, Gary Oldman, Ed Harris.
He's another one.
Sean
Gary
Penn.
Oldman. Yeah, that's an all-star cast. I'm not gonna. Sean Penn, dude, another one. Gary Oldman's very underrated, though.
Yeah,
you gotta get.
I respect it more that you guys haven't seen it yet than I remember. I told Dirty Dan to watch it one week, and he watched like 15 minutes of it, and he was like, "This sucks." I was like, "You can't watch the first 15 minutes of a 2-hour movie and make an opinion on it."
He's a few French fries short of a habit.
Yeah, I didn't take it personally, but
I remember one time telling you, I was like, "Yo, Lynch, I watched State of Grace." You're like, "Yeah, really?" I was like, "No."
Dude, I'm telling you, you're missing out.
Yeah,
it's a great movie.
I should watch it.
State of Grace, soundtrack by Sammy.
Dude, what about I was thinking about mob movies, and then I just remembered Johnny Depp playing Whitey Bulger. He just
the
died.
Black Mass.
Yeah, he just died. You seen that?
Who did he piss off? Jesus,
fucking rat. Probably pissed off a lot of people.
Yeah, but
you think? I feel like once you're in jail for so long, there has to be a time where you're like, I've been in jail for 20 years.
Well, I don't think it was a hit.
What was the evidence of him dying then? How they say he died?
Well, he got killed, but I don't think it was. It was organized.
Somebody like Whitey Bulger, who is connected in the mob, doesn't just get killed.
Yeah, but
you know what I mean? Somebody like that is like untouchable. Like no one just kills him. Like he doesn't get killed
but
by chance.
But he was locked up I think he was locked up in Boston, right? Before
I don't know. I didn't see the movie either.
Oh, okay.
I know about
the movie.
It had to be.
Yeah, no, fuck the movie. I mean,
was it bad?
No, it wasn't bad. But
the trailer, I always loved watching the trailer.
It wasn't awesome.
Okay, that's
good.
what I heard. I heard it was just.
It wasn't awesome.
I didn't think it was that great.
And who's coming after him? Benedict Cumberbatch, I believe.
Oh yeah. He played one of the cops.
Yeah,
he played one of them. I think
Doctor
he was
Strange.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of him.
Yeah, he's whatever.
I think he's a douche bagel.
Yeah.
And everything douche bagel.
I think like when I picture Benedict Cumberbatch, I just the name alone. I imagine him. I imagine him in like green stockings.
Let it loose.
Prancing along a field of daisies and just Benedict.
A patch of cucumbers.
Just fucking ugh. Dude, I don't like.
Well, I feel like some people like with their names, like it's like that makes sense that guy became famous. Like River Phoenix, like that guy's not going to be your Uber driver.
I don't think
that guy's going to be a goddamn celebrity.
That's a great name, but I don't know how Cumberpatch. Like how do you become famous with a name like that?
Sounds like a fucking Cabbage Patch Kid. He sucks. He's
real English.
But yeah, Whitey Bulger. I think he was locked up in Boston for a couple of years now, more than a couple. And they transferred him to West Virginia for whatever reason, and he got killed there. Apparently, the guy that killed him just has a reputation for hating rats, and at the first chance,
I thought Whitey Bulger was like very big was very anti-rat.
He was, but he was also working for the FBI.
He was a snitch, yeah, bro. He's a rat.
Boy.
Yeah,
Well, because I always thought because what is that movie? Black Mass. That movie came out when he was captured. Mm-hmm. So they had more information about him and shit like that to make that movie. But before that, remember when The Departed came out?
The Departed.
For a while, everybody thought that was loosely based on Whitey Bulger. But the thing was, is they didn't have enough information. He wasn't caught yet. They didn't know.
Like 2005, maybe 2002.
That was
early 2000s.
That was 06. That came out in 06.
Okay.
Right, 06.
That's a great movie.
That's one of my favorites of all time.
Great movie.
Yeah, one of my favorites. I mean, you want to talk about an all-star cast. That's what it is.
I have to take credit for something very shortly. So in my 2005 television and film class, I wrote a script very similar to The Departed.
Such a good movie.
You wrote a script similar to The Departed?
Now listen, I wrote a 10-page script, and it was
Scorsese?
And it was a scene that it was about like guys in the Irish mob, and the one guy was turning on everyone else. I know, dude.
Watch State of Grace.
My boss or my teacher read it and told me that I ripped off The Departed yet.
And you haven't watched it yet?
And I didn't see it yet.
Wow. Well, that's better than me. I fully plagiarized one time, so that's
I heard
you did less than me.
Did we talked about that on one of the podcasts, didn't we?
We did.
Did we talk about it?
I don't know. I want to hear it again.
It might have been a while back. That's an oldie. But goodie. But goodie.
I love that story. Yeah.
Should I say? You want? Yeah.
Yeah. The other great story I love of yours. I was laughing about it to myself about your father when your mom left.
Oh yeah, I did tell that on the last one. I do remember that one.
I used that once.
What
are you ever gonna use that in a joke or no?
I was debating it, I'm definitely not opposed to it.
All I'm gonna say is, because my friend does this a lot, he doesn't think he's funny, and he'll say a lot of things, and I'll say them in public, and he'll be like, "What the fuck?" And I'm gonna be like, "Dude, you can't blame somebody else for picking up your winning lottery ticket."
That's true.
So I'll plagiarize from you.
That's fine.
Yeah, no, I think I think that'd be good in a bit.
So did you get in trouble for the?
No, dude.
I listened to that. I processed it. Don't worry.
No, I didn't get.
So anyway, Brian, Jesus Christ,
this fucking guy.
This guy to my right. Oh my goodness.
Who's that? That's Joe, right? Joe.
Oh man, that's funny shit right there. That's good. That's a good hit.
You're right. Really. I did not return that volley. That was an ace right there. Ace up the sleeve.
The best part, you weren't even trying to be a douchebag. That was just like natural.
I'm just gonna go ahead and sit on the couch.
See, that's why I'm a terrible texter, because sometimes people will text me and randomly I'll just be like, I'm done with the conversation, but I won't let them know that.
Yeah,
they'll be like, so what are you doing Friday? And just I was done the last text. I'm not answering this one. Yeah. It's a terrible habit.
I got to get better at that. I admire that about you.
Oh, so you're saying you answer all the texts?
I do. Yeah.
I don't want everybody to hate me though. You know, when people do that to me, all my energy goes into hating that person.
Well, it's not the fact that I'm done with the conversation. It's just that I'm not a good texter.
I'm man, it's so hard to just tap a couple buttons and send the response.
But yeah, I think too much into it, and I don't know.
What do you mean you think too much?
Sending
into
a text is a lot harder for me, I think, than the average Joe.
I prefer phone calls.
Exactly.
Phone calls.
Because that way it's 1, 2, 3.
Yeah,
we know the plan. We know what to do.
Depending on what I'm doing, most of the time, I'd rather you just call me.
When you text me, I usually just call you, and you get mad at me because you say you texted me because you can't talk on the phone, and I get mad.
Well, that's true.
You know.
If I have something to really say, I'll call. If I can't call, I'll text.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like most people don't share that viewpoint. You know,
what's that?
Well,
the whole call, appreciating calling or talking face to face rather than just texting.
Yeah, I'm not. I just hate hitting those little fucking things.
Yeah,
that little keyboard. You know what I mean? I always fuck it up and I always hit the wrong thing. Then I try to do the talk to text, and talk to text never fucking works. And then you got to go back and you got to glide and delete.
My dad loves the talk to text.
I love the idea of it.
Yeah,
but it fucking
on paper it sounds nice.
It butchers the shit.
It does.
Out of what you're really trying to say, dude. Fuck. I don't like that.
I don't get it, man.
It's very annoying.
It's very, very frustrating. So when's your next show? Have you done any more open mics or anything like that? What's the word on the street? I don't like that heavy sigh when I ask the question.
No, I've done two to date. It's tough because Atlantic City, and I've tried to do my research as far as like locally, and as far as the comedy scene locally here in Atlantic City, it definitely caters more towards people that are almost have been in the industry or like can make money off their act rather than just like an open micer. Right. There's a lot of like musical like coffee shop open mics, which I would do if need be, but like I just don't think it's like I don't think it's the right audience, and you're not going to get the reaction that you want, because it's kind of like some dude's doing a cover of Eddie Vedder, and all of a sudden I get him on here and I'm like, so herpes, anyone understand? It's just like a very big juxtaposition.
Do you have a herpes joke?
I don't have a herpes joke, but I just figured,
right. Yeah, you're right though, because I said something to you about it, and then you told me the same thing, and you're right. You got some kid up there playing folk music, and then you come up and try to do comedy. It's just like not the right place.
Yeah,
for you
people
to
are just like, I'm not here for that. I feel like people at a music open mic, though comedy's allowed, aren't there for comedy.
What's folk music? No. Neil Young? Would you call that?
I think so.
Music?
Yeah. Old Man.
I like that.
He wrote it on a farm, so that's pretty folky.
A lot of people don't know that. That's not about his dad.
No, it's about his neighbor, right?
It's about the guy's ranch that he lived on.
Oh, okay.
It's kind of like
the old man.
The old man.
Old man, take a look at my life.
But so I've been driving out to Philly and doing mics, which is which is what.
Have you been going there yourself, or you go with a little crew you got, or what?
The first time I just went strictly solo. Although no, I met a girl on Tinder.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You're on Tinder?
Tinder and the Bumble. Not good at texting though, so don't expect much from me.
Now, when you're messaging back and forth on Tinder or the Bumski, now, are you prompt with your responses?
No. The exact
how do you
opposite.
ever expect to get a date?
Like when Bumble, if a girl texts you, you have 24 hours to respond, and I'll usually respond in the 22nd hour. 2 hours before it expires.
You cut it close, man.
Yeah, I like to keep
live
it
on that edge.
Now, is there some sort of formula you find for more success that way?
No, again, it's just that like
it's just the way it is.
It's like whatever I'm doing at the time. If I'm at work or if I'm doing this, like I'm just like, I gotta text. I gotta text that person, but like I'll do that later. I always push texting back.
I gotta set like reminders on my phone, like when
you're like the goddamn mayor of this place, so I can only imagine how much
of the town.
Yeah, I can only imagine how much buzzing your phone has throughout the day.
You generate a lot of traffic.
A lot of traffic. Not a bad thing though.
No,
I would not be good at that.
No, I can't handle too much shit. A lot of people go to Brian, dude, for advice, for videos, for this, for that.
Yeah.
Trying to turn it into a little money.
Yeah, well, you got to make those wedding videos.
It's like hitting oil, dude. It's an untapped resource right there.
Yeah, so
the Bri guy.
So that's a new little side hustle I got going on. Seaside Media.
Seaside?
Everyone's
I said Seaside.
Everyone's doing the hustle.
Seastone. I'm retarded. I don't even know the name of my own company. So I'm doing it with Colin. You remember Colin P?
I do.
Yeah, me and Colin Pritchard we just did a drone video over at Linwood Country Club. We did something for a jewelry store down in Cape May. And what do we got coming up next? We're trying to get into real estate videos too.
Cuzzo Cook music video?
Yeah, Cuzzo Cook. See, this is the thing I've been telling you. I don't really know how to edit a music video like that style. Do you?
Somewhat.
Yeah?
Edit it?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, like stylistically. Like I could shoot one, like if you had like an idea and like the storyline, like I could shoot it fine. But the editing would probably take me forever.
Well, a music video, just I would say let's start off with like a simple one. We don't really need to make a movie out of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but if I'm gonna do it, man, I want to fucking do it like that.
Well, ease into it.
Just go right into the stand.
I know you're right. You're right.
You always try to.
I want production quality, man. If I'm gonna put something out, I want it to look good.
I'm in the middle. I'm in the middle between this.
No. What I just don't want to. All right, fuck it.
Yeah, we should try to do something like nice.
I mean, that'd be cool.
You know, I was talking to the guys downstairs. I showed them that Linwood video, and they were like, "Yeah, we should do some music videos." And I'm like,
The Linwood video is nice.
Yeah, Linwood video is cool. Colin did a really, really
But
good
I don't know
job.
how much drone use could you do in a music video?
You don't really need much.
No, dude, you need the close-ups in the music video.
Yeah, but
I don't know anything about
But a
this.
drone would look cool.
No, it
like
would.
drone
No, dude,
always
dude.
ups the ante in whatever kind of video
Drones,
you're doing.
no, drones are used a lot in music videos.
No,
now.
I say use it. I'm just questioning.
You're trying to picture how it would be.
you know.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you could do a couple things. Like, say, you know, Joe's standing in the middle of the street with like a bottle of Captain Morgan and a Newport 100, and he's just standing there like this. You could have the drone shot on him like nice and close, then kind of pull back and up, and then you know, you see a mob scene around them.
I can envision that.
Fist bumping and shit.
Yeah, no, there's some good usage of it.
Yeah.
I'll show you some shit.
I hope you guys work that out because I think there's something there.
I was talking to Colin about it the other day. I just think that'd be fun to produce. You know what I mean? But there's not a lot of money in them. You know, people who
music videos. You're saying?
Yeah, there's no money in that.
There is $300 a video.
But for how much work and how much time goes into it, that's not.
You got to get the finger for it.
But
It's
I mean,
just-
the people you'd be producing would probably be on the same level as you're producing. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
What are you trying to say, bro?
No, I'm just saying, like,
yeah, I mean,
you guys would each
fiscally
be climbing the ladder financially.
Yeah,
I'm saying, like, if you make a video for DJ Khaled, like, that's gonna create a lot of
He would definitely
revenue.
He would definitely come to us for that.
He would definitely love the
so?
drone shot.
Yeah.
DJ Khaled.
He would.
I hate that piece of shit.
Why?
Maybe I shouldn't say
You like
that.
DJ Khaled?
I don't dislike him. I don't know him.
Well, I'm not as a person. I think he's
I think he's a
probably-
useless
Actually, I don't like
scumbag.
him as a person either. I never met him. I'm just gonna.
Yeah, I don't like the guy.
I like
I'm
DJ
gonna go.
Ski.
I'm gonna go rogue on DJ Khaled. I don't
You know
like
DJ
him.
Ski?
DJ Ski.
DJ Ski.
DJ Khaled, he's only done a few good things in his whole life.
I feel like DJ
Well, like what?
Khaled surrounds himself with talented people, and then
Jermaine's interlude was
Interjects
probably
himself.
the best thing he's ever done.
he's been around for a while though. You got to give him that because I remember back when.
What does he do?
Remember that show?
All he says is DJ.
The Jabberwocky show. What was that?
They're not
called?
his beats that are going. That's not what he does.
They could be. Most of them are collaborations.
The beats. Yeah, I guess he's good at the beats.
You know, I'm sure he's. I don't know exactly what he is. If you were to look him up right now and Google him, it's
do it. You got your phone?
gonna say it's over there charging. It'll say. I bet you this is what it's gonna say: record producer, maybe engineer. It's gonna say a bunch of different things, but what does he actually do though? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
producer's a
lot
very
of,
weird label.
Yeah, a lot of things are collaboratively
Collaborated.
He's also
Yeah.
the prime example that like if you do somewhat entertaining, like
I think he's just a marketer.
beautiful women will bang you.
He's just a marketer.
Yeah. Well, but you know,
He's
sometimes
not the talent behind the projects, unless that stupid song that you love, the Justin Bieber, Lil Wayne bullshit.
Oh, that's
Dude,
a good song, bro. That's catchy as
That-
fuck.
catchy.
bro, I'm sorry, dude. That is the worst piece of garbage I've
used to
ever
always play that
heard in my
in the
life.
house when me and Joey used to live together.
That is such like a bitch made song. That is everything that I hate in rap today.
well, I wouldn't even call that rap.
It's
That's
like a pop
you know,
song.
Yeah, pop.
They need to step away from that bullshit. You hear that, bro? That beat is the same exact beat as fucking what's that song? Fucking
The new
saying
DJ
hi
Khaled?
in Japanese or whatever.
Saying hi. Oh, Jackie Chan.
No.
Konnichiwa.
Yeah,
I say konnichiwa.
it's the same, dude. It's the same
Howdy,
beat.
my friend.
It is literally the
say
same
that-
fucking thing. It's such a piece of shit project.
You know who had like really original beats?
Oh,
And this is like dated. Sammy in the '90s.
all right, I'm done.
That's it. All right, thanks for having me.
Nah,
I knew I'd screw this up at some point.
I don't like Khaled, man. I think he's useless.
No, I mean I think you know he's.
I think he somehow got in the industry, made a name for himself, and just puts his name on the shit, man.
I mean, you gotta fuck with the guy's hustle. You know.
I don't fuck with anything about him, man.
All right.
I always respect hustles.
Cuz of Cook DJ Khaled will never happen.
Yeah, that collab is not in the making.
That's unfortunate.
If I make it, we're deleting this podcast.
Oh, you'll work with him then?
Yeah. Piece of shit. He sucks.
I guess that's how it is, That's the industry, though,
Yeah, look, man. My ears hurt. I wasn't going to say anything.
Oh, okay.
That was it. My ears hurt.
I thought that was leading up to something.
No.
Yeah, but the media company, I think, has potential to take off as far as just doing like smaller video productions around here. Weddings are really like a big money maker.
Weddings
are kind of high pressure, though.
I love weddings.
If you fuck up somebody's wedding video,
definitely high pressure. But they did say one thing about people that are in the wedding, business, regardless of where you fall in that market, is that people are willing to splurge. Like you could overcharge someone for a wedding.
Yeah, there's two things that people like don't care when they're spending money.
It's kind of like whatever.
It's at a wedding and when someone dies. Wedding and a funeral, people spend whatever.
I never realized how much funerals are expensive.
Dude, I'm gonna go hard at my funeral.
Are you guys gonna be open casket people?
It depends how I die.
I don't really give a shit, bro. You can do whatever you want with me.
That's what I always say. People are like, do you want to be cremated or put in the ground? I said surprise me.
Yeah, you could put me in a fucking sandwich, whatever you want. You want to eat me? You want to put me as put my ashes in some Kool-Aid, drink me? I don't give a shit what you do.
What I always thought would be
a Joey sandwich. That's
throw me off
intense.
the fucking Brooklyn Bridge. I don't.
They cremate people now and like mold it into concrete and then dump these concrete blocks in the ocean and then it's something that like a reef will grow.
Yeah, see, that's too much for me.
I want to be mummified.
So
mummified. That's a lost art form.
I want to be mummified and hung up at my mother-in-law's living room.
Okay, so back to a real story, right? So my grandfather, right, he was a ship's captain, right? And this guy was spent his whole life out on the ocean, right? Or really New York Harbor, but anyway, out in the water. So
skipper.
Old Skip.
He was a harbor pilot in New York City Harbor, right? So we always asked him, we're like, yo, Grandpa, when you die, do you want us to like spread your ashes in the ocean or whatever? And he's like, no, this is what I want you to happen. I want my oldest son to take my ashes in a container, right? And then grab an oar and go to the beach, right? Look at the ocean, turn around and walk as far away from the ocean as possible. And whenever the first person asks him what he's doing with it, what you're doing with an oar and ashes, just dump him out on the ground right there.
Oh, wow.
He's a dark man.
Yeah.
Old Skip.
That poor soul that's going to be that person. That's like, what are you doing with that oar? And
after he died, my grandmother said that's not happening. So he was really big on aviation, too. Was always going into like different sorts of planes, blimps, yada, yada, yada. He was just like fascinated by aviation. So my grandma or uncle, I think, found a something down at Cape Canaveral, and there's like a rocket ship, and they're going to put some of his ashes in there and blast him off into space. He's going to become space junk.
Wow.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's cool. So they keep pushing it back, but I'm saving a couple of vacation days to go do that whenever.
To put his ashes in space?
Yeah, it's like I don't know if it's
is that legal?
SpaceX or something like that. I mean, who's gonna stop you, bro? Fucking alien, fucking cowboys out there.
Well, no, I know you're not allowed to dump ashes in the ocean. That's
really
a no-no.
Oh well, what the
fuck? Mean, everyone does it, but I'm just saying. And also, who's going to be the dick cop that's like, oh, what, is that your grandmother? Okay, that's fucking $60. You got to go to court for that.
If I was a cop, I would do that shit. I would specify in that.
You would write the ticket?
Yeah. I'd be that guy.
I mean, they're out there.
What?
Yeah, they're out there.
What's up?
No. Just it reminded me. I had this summer. I got pulled over for making a illegal right. I didn't even know that was a charge.
Was it at the bridge here?
Oh, no, I was going to Margate. I was going to Margate, and apparently the light was red, and there's cars parked on, like you're able to park on the side of the street, right?
Correct. Street parking. So is what we refer to that.
So street parking. So technically, I need to wait for these cars to go before I make my right, because if I go in between these cars that are making a left, say, and the parked cars, that's basically I'm making my own lane, which is a no-no, which it's crazy.
So now let me ask you this. Was the light red?
The light was red. I'm making a right, so I was like, I'm not going to wait for this light to turn green.
You see two left blinkers right in front of you?
Even if they're going straight, I just know that they're not making a right. I know I have to wait for them if I wait.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a totally Jersey move to do, but it is actually illegal.
That's crazy to me.
How much was the ticket? Damn, really? What, like 200?
Dude.
What?
More than that? More than 200.
Yeah.
If you don't say anything right now, I would imagine it's 500.
Get
500?
Close. Really
Get
close.
the fuck out, dog.
Well, I thought...
what a dick, bro.
What a piece
it was
of
like
shit.
4:30.
Dies.
Yeah. So what I told everyone in Margate, I was like, well, I've been robbed, basically. I've been legally robbed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to become successful, and then purchase Lucy the elephant and knock it down and make it into like a Sunoco. Because fuck Margate.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's some vindictive shit.
Dude, and to tell you the truth, I told people at work, I work in Margate, that story. And, it's such a far-fetched idea. Like, I'm going to become rich and buy Lucy the elephant. Right. And I didn't even do that. And they were like, hold on. All right. Like, chill. Lucy has nothing to do with this. I was like, see, wow. I didn't even knock down the goddamn elephant and you're already getting on your heels. Like, hold on. Don't knock down the elephant,
please. What's the big deal with that elephant, man?
I hate that thing.
I've never been in it.
Some lady had a shirt, I saw it said Rome, and then it had a picture of the Colosseum, and then it said Paris, and a picture of the Eiffel Tower, and then it said Margate, and had that stupid elephant.
It's actually a pretty clever t-shirt.
It's a clever t-shirt, but to think that those three things should be in the same sentence is ridiculous.
Oh, yeah, dude,
I would make it, but instead of Margate, I would put Kensington with the L on it.
Yeah, exactly. So
Camden with a bus.
Yeah.
So Joe, actually, I want you. All right, no, we'll finish up this Margate thing.
What?
Now, did you have a local license, or is your registration still back up north?
Oh yeah. Everything is
back up north,
registered up north. Yeah.
See, I was happy that I got a Ventnor on my license now, so I'm hoping that if anything ever happens, this one time I actually pulled a U-turn right in the middle of Ventnor Ave, right, and it was probably like 10:30, 11 o'clock at night, and I was coming home from work. And I pulled like a U-turn. You know what I mean? Right in Ventnor Ave. Like I just busted a U.
A lot of people do that.
I do that shit all the time.
Yeah, I see a lot of people do that.
And a cop, and of course, as soon as I did that, a cop turned, saw it, and got right in my ass. But I think he ran my tags, saw that the car is registered in Ventnor, and was just like,
fuck it, he's local.
Okay.
Yeah, So I'm hoping that helps me.
What time of the year was this?
Oh, dude, this was in like August.
Okay, because I feel like in the summer they're a lot more like we got to make the money.
Is that when this was? And
this was like in June or something.
Yeah, man. Because they think, they just figure from out of town.
Yeah. Well, I thought going to court would have like lessened it, but I could have sent $85 in the mail. But I was like, I'm gonna go to court. I'm gonna try to do whatever, and that never works out how you plan in your head.
So it would have been $85, but you went to court and then it was $430.
Yeah, because then they were like, there's point. You could talk to the prosecutor, but you only get to talk to him for like 30 seconds. There's people behind you.
Yeah.
Everyone in court. It's a terrible. I would never want to be a lawyer because it's just a bad atmosphere in there.
Man, those guys are pieces of shit.
Yeah, and he's just like, I think you should do this, and I was like, all right, fine. And then I eventually get talked to the judge, and he's like, all right, Mr. Lynch, 4:30, blah blah blah, and I was like, all right, I'm taking the elephant with me. That's it.
Should have told the judge that.
I should have said that. I hope I still do, and I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna make it into a Texaco gas station.
I quit a job.
Charge $9 a gallon
at a golf course in Wyoming. Right, these guys did not like me. Right.
You've been everywhere, Jesus.
Yeah, it might have had geographical
golf course
changes,
in Wyoming.
You know what I mean? So I'm working at this golf course, and I didn't like the guys. They didn't like me. It was not working out well. So I was like, I just gotta wipe my hands and like dip, right? So as I'm telling the guy, I'm like, listen, this isn't working out. I'm going back to Jersey. Like I'm leaving in 2 weeks. They got all mad and like butthurt, and they were like,
were they white?
Yeah, they were from Nebraska.
Ugh. Ooh.
So imagine me being like 21 years old, like fresh out of school, thinking I'm hot shit, working for some two hayseeds from fucking Nebraska, right?
Nebraska.
So the personalities like just didn't clash, right?
Fargo.
And I had worked for a guy back in Jersey on golf courses who's been in the business forever, right? And then these guys are trying to use some like snake potion, snake oil, like the newest thing on the market. I'm like, this shit's dumb. But like the stuff they were doing was just like retarded. Like knowing what they were doing now, it's still dumb, right?
Yeah.
From a like growing grass on a golf course aspect, we're not going to get into all that.
Okay. I'm intrigued by snake oil though. You don't have to get into it, but
all right. So there's a certain type of grass that you don't really want to have on your golf course, right?
Just smoke it, well.
Yeah. It's called annual bluegrass. It's everywhere though, and there's no way to get rid of it.
Bluegrass. Terrible music too.
So
it's good.
You don't like bluegrass?
It's good music.
I was big into it when I lived in West Virginia, man. It was nice.
after you got back from working on the golf course in Wyoming,
West Virginia was first.
When he got back from Nam,
I think Neil Young's Old Man song was about Brian.
So where was I going with it? So,
something about bluegrass.
So
snake oil.
People are always coming out with like the newest thing that is like gonna get this bluegrass off your golf course, and none of it ever works, right? So they're like spending all this money because it was.
Is that like an eyesore, or will that kill the grass?
Why didn't they just use
It's more of a
horse manure?
prestige thing, actually.
Horse manure.
It's like the guys are like, we don't have any annual bluegrass in our course. And it's like, yeah, okay, dickhead, it's everywhere. You have some
Across the country,
not
all
annual,
over the
regardless
place,
of
especially in the Northeast.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
but they didn't have annual bluegrass.
Annual bluegrass. They did have annual bluegrass. So, so they tried using this snake juice stuff. Also, they got goats to
like an
chew out
energy
the
drink.
weeds in the native area.
I've heard that.
So
yeah.
listen, so there's like this native, it's like tall grass area. So they tell me they're getting these goats, and I'm like, well, how are you going to stop the goats from eating the grass that you
That's
don't
not
want them
bluegrass,
to eat?
yeah.
They go, oh yeah, no, the goats are like specially trained.
You can't reason with a goat.
I'm like, dude, like the goats are just going to eat whatever they want to eat.
You just go to the goat.
So what happened?
See this?
What happened?
I wish they
Lynch?
hired like a goat whisperer or something. Someone that had
So why don't you tell me what happened? What grass do you think the goats ate?
they probably ate everything
They ate
except the
every
bluegrass.
bro.
They just ate everything.
And I'm like, dude, what are you guys doing? Like, this shit's ridiculous. I was like, I'm not going to learn anything out here. This place sucks. You know? And once, like, the bridge season between winter and summer, like the spring, it was all wet and nasty. I was like, fuck this. I'm leaving. So they told me.
Were the goats still working there?
No, they had the goats there for like a week and, like, realized it wasn't working.
So you lasted longer than the goats?
I did, yeah.
Okay, that's good.
So, but also, during that time, after I told them I was going to quit, they made me, I was digging, like, irrigation holes for, like, 2 weeks. It was terrible. Because when you dig, when you're in the mountains like that, you dig between the topsoil and then it's just rock.
Okay.
So I was out there with like a fucking chisel, like trying to break rock to like get to the pipes I had to get to. Anyway.
Sounds miserable.
So in the exit, when I'm telling them that I'm going to leave the golf course, they're like, you're never going to amount to anything. You're going to never make any money. Like, you're going to change your attitude. Yada, yada, yada. So I was like, all right.
That's
I
really
took
what they said?
Did you still wish them a prosperous growing season?
No, dude. No.
I know you do
like,
that
you're
sometimes.
like a stand-up respectable dude, and like I'm nowhere as near as personable or intelligent as you are, and yet I've gone through a lot of jobs and I've never been talked that way ever.
Dude,
and I've
to be honest with you,
been a real piece of shit.
I think that's true. I think
This
if this was a Venn diagram, I'd be the overlapping circles, I think. Does that make sense?
so you've had some of both.
Yeah, I'm saying like I agree with both sides. Like I think
You agree with them fucking being a dick to me?
No. You was saying that you were like a more stand-up employee, that you kind of took the high road. Is that not that what happened?
Well, no. I'm still
Is that
talking.
what I was saying?
No. He's saying
I
he's
don't
never
know.
been talked to like that. This has only ever happened twice to me. A job breaking like that. One of them was from that golf course, and the other one was also out west in California when I left my job at the ski resort.
Okay.
That may have been induced by amphetamines. The second one, not the first one though.
It probably was.
It was. The second one was definitely amphetamine induced. The other one wasn't though.
Okay.
So I was like, you know what? I'm going to remember this. When I have a nice big pay stub, I'm going to photocopy it and mail it to him without saying a word. No letter, no introduction, nothing. I'm just going to photocopy a piece like of the pay stub that says, $1 million or whatever. I'm going to send it to him. So that's what I want to do.
To the Wyoming
To the Wyoming people.
golf course.
Also, what else was I going to say? I had something else on that topic.
I don't know. I got entranced by that story. I got lost. I was saying God knows what 30 seconds ago.
Joe, yeah, fuck, man.
Bluegrass, snake oil.
The Wyoming job.
You've been in too many places. It's hard to keep track.
I know, dude. Tell me about it.
Jesus.
Sometimes when people, because I've lived in something like, I don't know, like 9 or 10 states in 10 years.
It's a lot of states.
Yeah.
You know?
From 2008 to 2018, I went from, in no particular order, New York, Pennsylvania, twice or 3 times, New Jersey, Maryland, West Virginia,
Cali.
Hold on, we gotta go down the coast. DC, which isn't a state, but I lived in DC, so we'll count it. Northern Virginia, North Carolina, Wyoming, California. 10 states in 10 years.
And that's like a melting pot of people.
What's that?
Like I'm saying, like living with people in Northern Virginia and then living with people in California, like that is just a big,
right? Yeah, huge.
You saw everybody.
Honestly, the biggest culture shock was being in California. being in the mountains of California.
I could see they're pretty wacky out there.
They're weird.
My buddy lived in Venice. I think we talked about this before.
Yeah, I'm not a California guy, which is a shame, dude. Because I would like to be, because it's like where the industry is and everything like that. But it's just like it's not my speed.
I think I would like the end goal would be like being able to afford a house out there, and then you could just,
of course, the weather is perfect.
It really is. That no humidity is a keeper.
Dude, it just I like it hot, You don't
like the seasons?
Fuck no. I hate this shit, dude. Daylight savings time just turned back. The podcast is going to be out, an hour earlier than last week just because this whole daylight savings.
People always,
dude.
Daylight savings always, I love when daylight savings always throws people off, like people, I feel like from now on for another week, people are just going to be like, oh, I'm sorry, it's daylight savings time. I don't know how to function properly. You got to check to see if the milk's still good.
Nah, dude, it's going to come out later, not earlier.
You fall back.
What do you mean it's going to come out later? What's going to come out later?
Dude, hold on a minute. Daylight savings. You turn the clocks.
You fall back.
Fall back, spring forward.
Yeah, so the podcast is going to come out.
So if the podcast comes out at 8 o'clock on Wednesday,
the podcast
then
will come out an hour earlier this week.
Yes, because we fell back.
No. Even though it's still going to be at 5 a.m.
Do you know Arizona doesn't even do it? Arizona's like, fuck whatever you're trying to sell me.
Yeah,
time is a man-made conception.
They don't believe in a lot of things in Arizona. I heard that they don't wash dishes over there either.
Really?
They just throw them away and buy new ones. Just throw them away and buy new ones, bro.
That's a crazy concept.
Really? Shut out, man.
That's where they invented the taco show, was in Arizona.
Yeah.
My
buddy lives in Arizona now.
Where did they invent the taco shell then?
Mexico.
Well, that used to be Arizona. Or was it the other way around?
No.
Where was the Choco Taco invented?
Dude, wherever it was invented, I have to go there. Dude.
Probably.
Dude, who cares? Who cares who invented the Beanie Baby tag? The Choco Taco. That's a life changer.
It's fucking genius.
Anyone?
Dude,
I feel like we're not excited enough.
You've never
for the
had a
Choco
Taco.
No, what the hell's that?
And we're not
ice
talking
cream, bro.
We're talking about ice cream.
You want to
dude.
say you're Spanish, bro?
Yeah,
Choco Taco. Man.
I'm not. Yeah, I don't know where your brain's
That's
at.
not a real thing.
So
Nobody knows what that is.
Pretty much what it is it's a sugar cone folded up like a taco and stuffed with ice cream, fudge, and then it has a hard chocolatey exterior with nuts maybe on the outside.
I don't like chocolate.
Who cares?
I'm not a big chocolate guy either, but the Choco Taco is phenomenal.
Yeah.
Wow, dude, that's too much chocolate, man.
I'm just saying. Don't sleep on the Choco Taco until you have it. That's all.
All right, Lynch, I want your top 3 in no particular order. Novelty ice cream.
Novelty ice creams?
Vanilla, vanilla.
Okay. Like something you get from the ice cream man? Is that
From
what
the
we're
ice
talking
cream
about?
man, or like, in that section of Wawa where they got the cones, they got ice cream sandwiches. They got,
no.
That's
I'm gonna
different.
I'm gonna go ice cream man. I go Choco Taco. No order. Choco Taco. What was that one? It was
what was it described as?
It was a toasted almond, I think, maybe.
Oh, it was like the other strawberry shortcake, that same brand.
Same brand, but the toasted almond.
Those were good.
Those were good.
I like the other one
good.
that was like the chocolate eclair, they called it.
That was another one. They had the
vanilla
3.
and chocolate. Yeah.
And
I
then
like those on the stick.
And then I probably would just go like Spider-Man or something like that.
What does Spider-Man even taste like? I never got one of those.
I think Spider-Man's just like, cherry ice with blueberry eyes or something.
Right. So here are mine. Choco Taco. Actually, number 1. I'll give you an order, actually.
Whoa.
Number 1.
Calm down.
The Chipwich.
Oh, that was gonna be mine.
Dude.
Chipwiches are my favorite.
Oh, all right. Go ahead.
So I've said people like, hey, I'm going to Wawa. Do you want anything? Hey, give me a Chipwich.
Yeah.
Like, what's a Chipwich? I'm like, dude, what do you mean? What is a Chipwich?
Yeah.
Chipwich is good for the soul.
Even if you haven't had one, you should know what that is.
But other people, they're like, oh, I didn't know it was called a Chipwich. I'm like, isn't that standard name?
You should stop being friends with them.
Chocolate chip ice cream sandwich.
Don't lend them money.
Yeah, what kind of dumbass name is it's a Chipwich?
Well, some people aren't that white.
Is that a white thing?
Yeah.
No way.
I don't know, dude. I think
it's definitely not a white thing. That's a dumb comment.
I think ice cream mans are big in the South. Like that's like
ice cream mans are big everywhere. They're big. Definitely, they're big in the
Yeah.
hood, dude. We had a Mr. Softy when I was living in
Exactly,
Camden come by our street every day in the summer.
What's up, Big Worm? I mean, Big Worm.
Big worm.
So Chipwich, the Choco Taco,
Choco.
and the Screwball.
That's what I was going to say.
Screwball.
I was going to say the
dude.
Screwball.
Screwball.
Worst gum on the planet.
Terrible, dude. Because it's just sitting under cherry ice for God knows how long.
Yeah.
The expiration date on one of those is probably like if you bought one now, you could probably eat that at like 2026.
Yeah.
And that gum would still just be like
Shit. It's shit.
My brother was a big Screwball person. He loved the Screwball.
Screwball was big.
SpongeBob was good.
SpongeBob.
Was that
Oh.
lemon?
No, it wasn't
nice?
lemon. I feel like it wasn't lemon. Was it?
Did you guys have the available funds to get the the wrestling one? It was like a cookie wrestler on one side.
I remember it,
and
but
then
I don't know if I've ever actually had
those
it.
are
But I
like
do remember it.
$3.99. Like
That was big.
you had
boy
to beg
shit.
your parents for one of those.
Dude, you know what? Everybody used to make fun of me. I used to love the snow cone.
Snow cone.
I used to love snow cone, man.
That's a
Snow cone. For me, it was snow.
That's the missionary sex of ice cream. I think that's just very
Snow cone.
Well, it's not ice cream. It's just ice.
exactly.
I was
it's
always,
just sex. You know?
Nah. Because I was
just
always an Italian ice guy. Like
but snow
I
cone's
prefer,
not even Italian ice.
right, but it's more flavored ice. It's definitely not ice cream.
It's definitely not ice cream. You're right about that.
Yeah,
I
but
don't like
it's-
snow cones. I think they're whack.
It's not as flavored as Italian ice. Like
Right, of course.
we have a place up by us, Ralph's Italian Ice.
Ralph's
is really good. It blows Rita's out of the fucking water.
Oh, Rita's is garbage.
I wouldn't say it's garbage, but it's definitely not like.
I like Polish water
Ralph's
ice.
is like gourmet Italian ice.
Yeah,
it's like
Ralph's,
that real
Ralph's
shit.
does it right.
But I don't even know where the fuck I was going with this.
And what's your go-to flavor for Italian ice?
Ooh, my go-to.
I like root beer.
Root beer is good, dude. I go through these phases. Sometimes I get fucking.
A lemon ice?
Sometimes I get a rainbow, bro. Get a rainbow.
That's
bro.
what the snow cone is, right?
Pretty much,
Yeah.
yeah. I fucking love that shit, my nigga. I like that.
Oh
You know,
boy,
cherry, lemon.
it's funny they went from
blueberry.
snow cone to the
Dude, Ralph's Italian Ice is the best place on earth. I don't give a fuck.
that's on 37, right?
Fisher.
On Fisher, good old Fisher Boulevard.
There was one somewhere else too. There's one in Point, maybe
I think there is one in Point. That makes sense.
somewhere.
But yeah, I don't know.
Somewhere
I'm not
on-
a big ice cream guy. Like
I'm not
I am,
either.
but
Oh, dude.
I'm
ice
not
cream is
either.
the best.
I like
I like
sweets.
strawberry
you know?
shortcake is good. Chipwiches are good, man. I can't have chocolate ice cream. That's disgusting. I like, dude, my perfect ice cream, if we're going really ice cream, is just vanilla with fucking Hershey's on that bitch.
So, but you'll have chocolate syrup?
Yeah, but that's different, doggy. And rainbow sprinkles.
Okay.
No choco sprinkles. That is for devils and minions.
Yeah, you got to watch out for the devils.
I don't like either of them.
Devils,
Devils
or
or
minions,
minions?
or
Yeah.
chocolate.
Or
or-
rainbow sprinkles.
Don't want to run into that.
Yeah.
Well, you know, sometimes shit happens.
Yeah, I will. No, like again, dude.
Snow cones
Running
are
into
good,
any ice
man.
cream's
You guys
never
are
a bad
bugging.
thing.
You guys are bugging. Snow cones are good.
I'm saying snow cones are good. I'm just saying it's not getting me out of bed in the morning. You know,
Well,
like
there's
you're
a-
really gonna have to sell me on the snow cone to get me to come with you to, wherever the ice cream man's at. You're
know-
buying if you're getting me a snow cone. I'm not using
buy
my
you-
money.
I'll buy you a snow cone.
All right, it's a date then.
I'll buy you a snow cone. And I'll buy everybody. I'll buy the whole
They were
thing.
cheap too. It's a very inexpensive
Snow cone?
product.
Yeah, it's. I mean, it's
I just didn't
shit
like how they
price.
dripped so much because it was a cone.
Oh boy.
Remember the
The paper cup.
piece of shit?
I always
They
like.
should have made that thing aluminum.
Yeah, well, I mean that might raise the price of the snow cone then.
Be as much as the wrestler.
The wrestler was expensive.
I don't
dude.
even know what the wrestler is.
It came in a red wrapper.
Yeah, it was like a ice cream. It was almost like a what do you call that? Yeah,
Almost like a chipwich.
an ice cream sandwich
on a stick.
on a stick,
Ice
and
cream
it had an
sandwiches.
imprint of one of the
Undertaker.
late
Wrestler?
'90s wrestlers on it.
Undertaker.
Back when wrestling was.
I think it was Undertaker.
awesome. When it was
the
real?
Undertaker?
I mean, you got Undertaker, The Rock, Stone
Well,
Cold,
Definitely wasn't The Rock.
Kane. Oh, he was out there.
Maybe
though.
it was Kane.
He was out there. The Big Red Machine.
I always hated wrestling.
Ooh.
Yeah,
You don't like that comment?
I didn't like it either, bro.
What?
Yeah, dude.
Dude,
I thought it was
it's
stupid.
So
Oh my God! No wrestling, no Sammy, no State of Grace. I mean, how did you guys spend your '90s? I could
Adam Sandler.
have to throw up.
Adam Sandler, old school rap, and Ramen noodles, man, mostly.
Ramen. All right.
Doing a good job spending the 2000s with those same things.
The 2000s seems very
and 2010s,
similar
and the way
90s.
Things are going, probably 2020s.
It's all right.
Hey, look, man.
They're the classics.
All I know is there's 3 things in this world that I love.
Oh boy.
It's ramen, chicken flavor. Yeah,
Of course,
chicken
right?
flavor. Yeah, I don't do that bullshit.
Never had ramen, but
I don't do
What?
that bullshit. Well, that's because you're a healthy.
Yeah, dude. Just not.
You're a healthy guy. Man.
You don't get pecs like that by eating.
Ramen and snow cones, dude. Just I stay away from
All right,
them.
so what are the 3 things you love?
I don't know, man. I'm just fucking bullshitting.
Okay. Should we wrap it up then?
Yeah,
Is
I'm a
that
little
it?
tired.
Dude, we've been talking for like an hour.
Has it been 60 minutes?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm just getting going. But all right.
Well,
Hey.
I mean, do you have any final words you want to leave us off with, Mr. Lynch?
I don't, dude. I wish I did. I'm just upset.
I think we should just have you back over Sunday again.
Yeah. Check out Louis C.K. He's performing again. Should I say that? I don't know.
I mean, I don't know, dude.
We should have cut it. Jump the gun. All right.
A lot of feminists are going to be really happy you said that.
I'm just saying, give him a chance. You know, comedy's fun.
Give him a chance. Give him a chance.
Or check out.
Did you see
watch
Bill
State
Burr?
of Grace.
Did you see Bill Burr?
No, I
recently?
didn't see Bill Burr, but I did see Adam Devine this week. It was good. Did you clock out on me?
I think I turned my mic off.
That might be the sign from the podcast guys that we really should wrap it up. I guess I'm supporting public masturbation now.
What was his
We
name?
gotta
Adam
end this thing.
Bovine or something like that?
Adam Bovine. No, yeah,
You love Adam Levine. You always have.
yeah. No, yeah. Not as cool, but Adam Devine, cool guy, cool show.
Did you tell me to do comedy?
Maybe it was such a quick interaction that I don't remember.
You saw a show. Where at Philly?
No, Borgata.
Thanks for sorry, bro.
Thanks for caring. All right, that's it.
All right. See ya.
I came prepared.
Until next time. Check out the Brian and Joe Show on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter.
Oh, I got an Instagram now.
Oh,
Instagram.
Linchpin. Also, great name, by the way. I'm very proud
Do you know
of
what the linchpin means? Yeah, but okay.
A linchpin, something that lynches, and it's a pin.
No, but I think linchpin is like it's the
Brother Lynch.
it's like a leader, like something. It's like almost like a keystone.
a keystone.
Well, that's not you.
No, exactly.
the arch?
Which is why it's so ironic and yeah.
Arch.
But it's a great play on words, dude. I love play on words.
Yeah.
I think it's genius.
So yeah, that again, dude.
Creative.
Got the Instagram ever since.
What is it? Linchpin
Boy. 924 maybe.
924.
I'll
Because
text
we're
it to you.
cooking 994. Kimosabi 856.
Chemo.
Kimosabi? It's me, dog.
Chemosabi is good. Chemo's not good. All right, that's I'm done.
Touchdown and I'm leaving at night. I can even get you off my back to act right. And I can even call it what you were on last night. And all you ever do is talk about my past life. I'm holding on to something, never nothing that tight. That's right. I can even get you